This is Creso, and this is part 59 of the Human Journal. Celebrities are products. In my last Human Journal, I expressed briefly about what I see celebrity as a product, and I felt deep down inside that I felt that a lot of people don't really see that. So in this journal, I'm going to express further what I see, what celebrity are, and just to go deeper, the best I can, and how the whole paradigm works, and how everything ties down to you, and it's not just a celebrity. And I ask everybody that listens to this audio to have an open mind. All right. Now, we go to the supermarket. I'm going to use the ladies, for example. You got the makeup aisle, and in the makeup aisle, you got most likely the faces that you see, the posters, besides the makeup product, are the A-list actress. And the corporations, okay, they're going to utilize the celebrities to the fullest to try to rear you in to buy their product. So, how the game works is that you know, a great deal of you ladies may not admit it, but you will buy this product because, let's say, a red lipstick, let's just put it red. Red seems to be a very popular color. Or whatever, eyelashes, or whatever the case is, right? And by the way, the corporation love the women. They love you. Because women are far as a consumer, women in America spend at least billions of dollars a year on makeup products alone. You know, just check out the statistics. So yes, when it comes to shopping, women by far are yes, the corporation love you. But yes, they're going to use the A-list actress to rear you in to buy their product. So you look at the product and you want to look like the A-list actress. You got the photos, and it's all bright. And even though a good deal of these photos are Photoshopped to make their skin so perfectly clear and everything, so to rear you in. But when you buy the product, it's basically, you're not only buying the product, okay, you're buying you basically, it comes with a celebrity. It's a twofer. Because mentally, you've been bought in. It's a game. You've been suckered in. Now, unless it doesn't affect you that way, great. But for those that do buy certain things, and you want to, you know, you look at certain people like, I want to be just like you, right? That's the ploy. That's how they reel you in. So yes, you're gonna buy the product, and you know, and maybe you don't feel good about yourself, so you buy certain things, so just to help you feel good. But you see, you buy the product and the celebrity. Now, the reason why, again, to go deeper, the reason why I call celebrities a product, because that's just basically what it is. We look at them as a man and woman, but they're not. When you see them, they're basically playing a role. They're playing a role to be a shell of that individual. So when you do meet a celebrity, for example, at a social setting, right? Or, you know, and you look at them, you're not really talking to them. Some of them, they play in character. You think that they act certain ways and stuff like that. You think that's them. I mean, shucks, look, for example, you look at the hip-hop artists. I didn't believe this over the 90s, throughout the 80s and 90s, but looking back, a lot of these hip-hop artists, they're actors too. They're playing in character. One act like a street thug and never grew up in a rough neighborhood, living in a nice, what do you call it, a nice upper-class neighborhood. But wait a minute, how one hip-hop artist is going to act like he's from the street? Because that's the role he's playing. He marketed himself like that. So when you talk to him, you're talking to a product. You're not really talking to him. You're just talking to a shell of him. You know, And I think a lot of people in America get suckered in by that. But these are the experience. This is not anything, that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you, everybody. This is just an experience. It's all a game. That's all it is. Unless you admit it and say to yourself, yeah, I know this is all a game. I know these people that I see in the retail stores, that these corporations use them, right? For example, like Michael Jordan, right? You look at Nike, what's the first thing you think of? Air Jordan, right? Nike's brilliant since 1984. Brilliant how to utilize Michael Jordan. And you got other sports athletes with those sneakers. So the name of the game of that is that, you know, for everybody that grew up in the 80s, you wanna be like Mike. Buy a pair of Jordans and you're gonna jump just like Michael Jordan. That's the ploy. A lot of people, I would like to say, a lot of people are confident to know that, yes, when you do buy the Michael Jordans sneakers, no, you're not going to jump like Mike. I mean, you can, but if you understand what I mean, okay, anybody could do anything, but just keep an open mind what I'm saying. But you see, the corporations and their little board members, they're going to say to themselves, we need to come up with these ideas. And they do. And again, they utilize these celebrities to the fullest. What else? So you got the makeup aisle, you got the sneakers, you got the hip-hop art. It touches a lot of things. Yeah. What else? You got watches, Rolex watches. You know? Shucks, every time a James Bond movie comes out every 3 to 4 years, for example, it's always the same old thing. You got the watches, James Bond got that. What's the name of the actor? Mike from James Bond. Michael Craig? Forgot his name. But anyway, he's a good actor. I like how he does the James Bond movie. But anyway, the tradition with James Bond, for example, they used him as the watch. You buy the watch, and then obviously when you do see the movie, and this is another thing too, this is how he uses you. It's just a game, everybody. You watch a movie, it's advertisement. Everything attached with a celebrity is advertisement. Because a celebrity is a product. They are a brand within a brand. Okay? You got this, you got other actors driving a Lexus cross country, for example. Damn, I'm just not really good with names. He advertised about whatever, just an example. Talks about how he's driving around cross country. Gee, that's nice. How many people travel cross country? A great deal of people travel cross country. But why are they using this actor, this A-list actor? Because he's a brand. Because Lexus, for example, they feel that in order to enjoy going cross country, you need to be like him. That's what's suggested. And then secondly, drive a Lexus to have the experience of driving cross country. But you can drive any vehicle to enjoy going cross country. But the corporation figures that if we put that car combined with this A-list actor, yes, people are going to want to buy the car. Easy. And, celebrities, the thing is that celebrities know what they're doing. They know what it comes with. And I just want to break it down for everybody, the illusion that we create. And I'm just breaking it down. You see, to me, okay, to go further again about a product, you see, when I go to, for example, Target to buy a microwave, right? I just, microwave is a product, okay, just like a celebrity is a product, okay? Now, the corporation look at these celebrities as, okay, they basically our tool. Apparently, we're going to shape, mold them, groom them into our liking, right? And a celebrity is going to walk that fine line because they get a nice check. Okay, they're getting, their pockets are getting fat, or their purse getting fat, right? But it doesn't matter. That's all it really matters. Comes down to is money. So, anyway, so you think that when you buy a product, you think a product, let's say the microwave. You think the microwave is going to think independently? It's going to have a conversation with me? No. No, it's just a product. And that's how these corporations look at celebrities. You're a product. You're not allowed to do things so radical or think or speak with an open mind that we might feel the stuff that's come out of your mouth, we might feel that's unacceptable or it's inappropriate. And, you know, and what's interesting thing about it is that, yeah, it is a contract. Yeah, you're having a modeling gig for a product, but it's like any gig. You do what you do on your time, you do what you want. But the name of the game with the celebrities that a lot of people fail to realize is that they are slaves also. They are. I don't care how much money they got. But they live in, you see, but when you look at them again, they are a shell of that individual. They're not real. That's basically what I'm trying to say. They're not real to a degree. A lot of people say, well, define real. Yeah, I could say everything is an illusion. Yes. I want you to channel in what I'm saying. They're not the actual, the core of that individual. You're only talking to a product. It's like me talking to a microwave. I'm going to talk to a microwave, okay, and it ain't going to talk to me. It ain't going to talk back to me. It ain't going to make a decision on its own. And that's how these big wigs and these corporations look at these celebrities. They are a product. They are a product within a product. You know, during the Emmy Awards and the famous red carpet traditional or ceremony, you know, we glue our eyes to the TV set and we say, "Ooh, wow," you know, and we see these people walking down the red carpet. Now the men is not really, you know, they're not really, I mean, yes, they get photo shoots and stuff like that, but not any comparison to the ladies. The women get far, like I told you before, the women are basically tops when it comes to consumerism, anything on that. So the glamour, it definitely goes to the ladies. It just is. It's not, I have nothing against the women. It's just the paradigm is designed to be that way. It just is. So the most photo shoots we'll get is the women. They come down with that dress. They got these, all types of dress, all kinds, whether it's controversial or not. And you ever ask yourself this question that, do you think they own these dresses? Some of them come with that bling bling around their neck or that ring. You think that they own that? That diamond necklace and that fat gold nugget ring? A good portion of them don't. And by the way, my friend, she told me actually recently, she confirmed it to me that that they don't own it. It's a showcase. So the red carpet is a showcase. It's like, let me just put it in this way. Let me just put it in this perspective, everybody. It's like you going to Macy's, right? Or let's just say you're window shopping, right? And you see these mannequins, right? And you see this mannequin with all these clothes and all that stuff. I'm like, wow, look at that, right? So when you see somebody walking down the red carpet and getting the photo shoots, and they say, smile for the camera, boom, 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 smile, smile, boom, 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 boom. What that is that they are mannequins. The difference is that they are walking mannequins. I mean, shucks, back in the olden days, and maybe some retail stores, they do have a living mannequin inside a store. You're not going to find many these days, but back in the days they did, you know. But and as far as the red carpet, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's a mannequin. That's what they are. also. So yeah, it's showcased. So everything that you see on TV, everything is based on consumerism. And there, and again, the celebrities there are a brand. You know, it's funny. I realized with a lot of people, and just really analyzing myself with all this too, that we get so caught up with people in Hollywood and these sports athletes so much that to the point that we create false gods. You see, these people, they decide to be a shell of themselves when it comes to being utilized by these corporations. But yet, again, we create them as false gods. It's very interesting. I gotta say, the human race is very fascinating. It is. I mean, it's like, when I see all these paradigms, it's like the Wizard of Oz, Alice in the Wonderland, The Matrix, and the movie of the 13th Floor all in one package. That's just exactly what I feel about, or what I think about the human race. The human part of consciousness. We create false gods out of these people, and then yet we look down on ourselves. We compare ourselves. We want to be like them, and it's just fascinating. And I tell my friend, he's like, you know, I know sometimes I'm very passionate on certain things, and maybe I might sound that I'm angry, and it's not really. Maybe I might be somewhat angry a little bit, but the thing is that I was telling my friend the other day that it would be nice if people could just actually admit it. If people could just actually go outside their own brain, okay, all right, their ego, okay, and just actually admit to themselves and say, you know, I'm basically doing this. I'm basically suckering myself into these corporations, okay, and I'm getting something out of it. If anybody that's listening to this audio, if you could just at least admit it, that you know that this is a game, okay, and you're not acting like, you know, you're not saying to oh, these people in Hollywood, and then you start putting hate messages and comments about somebody because the media, you know, the media also is another tool for these corporations. The media is utilizing these celebrities, and a lot of people can't stand these people, you know, and I mean, if we could just admit that, at least admit it to yourself, that this is a game that you're playing, and that you know who you really are, and that you do have a great appreciation of yourself, and you do know that you are valued. You're just playing this game to lower yourself, to create false gods, and look at these people like they're better than you. And then you compare yourself to them in far as, like, for example, money and access. Oh, they got all this access. Oh my gosh, look at me. My life is pitiful, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, if you could just admit that to yourself, this is what you're doing, then great. But yeah, I do come across very passionate, and yeah, sometimes I feel a little annoyed. But I was just telling my friend, like, people, they just do this sometimes, a lot of times, and they don't. I just feel like a lot of people, a great deal of people, they just have no clue for the moment. The spirit is asleep. I know, but everything is based on allowance. It just goes so deep. It does. You know, the thing is that we choose these things because we're getting something out of it. It sometimes doesn't make sense, and that's okay. It doesn't know. Believe me, I go this to myself. I say this to myself. Things don't always have to make sense, and it's just is. There's always a reason for everything. But at least I do my journal, and I express things to everybody, and do ask everybody again to have an open mind. What I'm saying. Because I just do what I can to strip down these paradigms. I strip it down to make it simple. You know, to strip down the illusion that we create. You know, these people are not better than me, and they're not better than you. But again, when you talk to them, or you worship them, you're just worshiping a product. Just think about it. You're worshiping a microwave in your home. Or you're worshiping the iPhone that you got, right? The whole hype around the iPhones and the Galaxy 7 or the couch or whatever. You're worshiping that. So it's the same thing with a celebrity. Outside of that, they're like anybody else. That's it. You know, on Earth, there's so many role players on Earth. You know, a lot of people play the role as a sheep. There's a lot of people play the role as shepherds of their own life. Yeah, there's a lot of role players in this world. Yeah. You know, I mean, to be slaves and to be self-empowered, to empower your own life. So I just wanted to say that. You know, my friend was telling me, she told me this yesterday. It kind of brings a nice balance to the conversation about celebrities as basically as products, and how a lot of people compare themselves to them, and people feel so angry inside. You know what my friend told me? She told me this. She told me that when she looked at these celebrities, she said to me that all they are to me are templates. That's what it is. That's what they are. I said, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. And it made me think about, it is like a template for myself. It brings such a nice balance. So instead of me looking like certain people like they're above me, I look at these things as a template for me. I'm just filling my face. I'm not trying to be like them. I'm just filling my face in that image, for example. I want to look good too, just like everybody. We all want to look good, right? And that's what it is. It's like back in the day, we used to look at, you know, remember a lot of us, we used to get these catalog magazines, right? You get these models and stuff like that, and you don't really pay attention to the model. Who is she? Who is she? You just look at the model in these catalog magazines, like, oh, okay, you know it's an individual there, right? But you look overall, you look at the clothes, what the person's wearing, what the individual's wearing. So same thing like when you go window shopping, you don't really care what the mannequin color looks like. It could be a white mannequin, brown mannequin, could be a mannequin that's oversized, whatever the case is. You just focus on the actual clothes. So if people could just remove the celebrity part of it and stop looking at these A-list actors and all that, and how these corporations try to utilize them, and just kind of look at it in just go with this perspective. They're just templates for me. That's it. And when you go with that feeling, ask yourself at this very moment, how do you feel? And I really appreciate what my friend, what she said that. It brings a nice balance. I felt good about it. I think a lot of people need to do that. Go back like you did back in the days with the catalog magazines. Okay? That's it. But this is something everybody have to do for themselves. Deep down. It's very tricky. Sometimes we can't really see these things on the outside if people worshiping celebrities, unless you have a conversation with somebody and they'll tell you up front, I'm worshiping them, and I want to be like what this person is, and wow, she's so much better than me in so many ways, or he's so much better than me in so many ways, and all that. I'm like, I could go on and on with this. I mean, you got magazines use these celebrities to the fullest. All right, you got so-and-so get beefed up, right? He has a contract to get himself all built, all bulked up, and then he bees in a magazine, right? The healthiest man, the world's healthiest man, or the world's sexiest man. It's a paradigm. It's a well-oiled machine. You got to look past that. This is an illusion that we created. This false god. Like every year there's always a sexiest man alive, or there's always a sexiest woman. There's always, and it is designed for you to be lower, and then for you to look up to these people. But again, these people are playing a role as a shell of themselves. So they're not, they're basically, they're like corpse. That's what it is. It's a corpse. There's no life in a product, or let's just say a corporation. there's no life in it. You're just an object. Like there's no spirit in a way. Just do your best to go in what I'm saying, okay? All right. I do my best to make it simple, and this is why I just enjoy doing my clips, because I'm very confident that a lot of people that listen to my audio, they'll get it. Because a lot of people are brilliant. Everybody's brilliant. You know, if you want to act stupid, okay, play the game to be stupid. If you want to act like a sheep, play the game to be a sheep. Self-denial, play the game to be self-denial and laugh. Ha ha ha, what are these guys talking about? Ha 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 ha. Play that game, you know? You're getting something out of it. But for somebody to actually get what I'm saying, especially in this journal, you're mature spiritually. That's all it is. But if you don't get it, what I'm saying, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It's just something that deep down inside, that you made an agreement that you want to go through this because it's something that you feel that you choose to. You want to experience. You want to go with the feeling like, what is it like to be a sheep? What is it like to be somebody to be like a loser, or someone to be lower, and I need to worship this individual? You want to know what that feels like. So yeah, you're going to go about it. You know, you're going to go about it in that way. And then you say to yourself, oh, you know what? I'm done with that. And then you look at yourself, and then you appreciate who you are. And then you empower yourself. And that's the beauty thing about consciousness. It lowers itself, and then it just excels. And that's what it is. I mean, I think I cover everything in this journal. But so yeah, just understand what this whole thing is. It's a paradigm, and what the celebrities are products. They can't do certain things. Let me just say a few more. I just want to add a few more things, actually. They can't do certain things. You see, celebrities are products because also that they are, I like to say this, they are expendables. That's what they are. Okay? If they do something that basically go about hurting the company that's fat in their pockets, reputation, then they lose their endorsements. Okay, the corporation is going to have to cut the celebrity let go, or cut the celebrity out. It doesn't matter if he or she is an A-list. It doesn't matter. These corporations will look out for themselves at the end of the day. So, and that's the thing. Yeah, so it's very rare. And the reason why, and this is my take on it, the reason why I feel like a lot of these A-list actors and actresses, they keep their mouth shut on different subjects, because they don't want to get scorned by they don't want to ruin their cash flow. They don't. So you understand? They are a product, and also at the same time they're puppets, because they're puppets to politicians, for example. Think about it. This is not a put down. This is part of the experience. Okay? They're puppets to the politicians, but then the politicians, they're puppets to the elites. And the elites are puppet to who? You know? If you think reptilians or some being with higher intelligence, think again. The elites are puppets to their own fear. That's what it is. It's a fractal of puppets. The elites are puppets to their fear. The politicians, they're puppets for the elites. And the celebrities. I'm not going to say not all celebrities go side by side with politicians, but the ones that do, they're puppets for the politicians, because everything boils down to you. They want to utilize these celebrities to gain their these nonsense votes, or whatever it is. Whatever the case is, the politician's trying to do to get the word out, they'll use certain celebrity as a tool. If it's something to do with a riot situation, or it could be anything. It could be maybe a discrimination of a certain ethnic group. Then they'll use celebrities as a tool. Like, oh yeah, can you go out there and talk to these people? And they'll go out there, and everybody, for example, everybody listens to George Clooney. Who in America will not listen to George Clooney? George Clooney's utilized a lot. Whether he say things and do things that's controversial with politics, it's all a strategy. Matt Damon, he's another one. You know? So these things are purposely done. It's designed. It just is. Okay? Now again, if a celebrity do something that is literally like out, like kind of like off the road stuff, that's it. They just jeopardize. They basically jeopardize their cash flow. Now here's the thing, and I'm going to say this before I close out. When a celebrity goes about feeling like I'm getting tired of this, or let's just say I'm done and I want to go to the next level, they're going to say to themselves, I don't give a shit what these corporations that whatever, a contract or however they're paying me. I don't care, because I know who I am. I know that I am value. Okay? I mean, these people are going to still be recognizable, whether the media will not show too much of them or not. George Clooney, he'll go to any Starbucks around the country and people are going to recognize him whether he's on the media or not. But the thing is that if anybody in that paradigm as a celebrity will just say to the corporation, fuck you, have a nice day, I live how I want to live, I speak however I want to speak on whatever matters, without worrying about being shunned by your these corporations that use you as a product. And then there's celebrities that, for example, a lot of people look at some celebrities as has-beens, because some of the celebrities try to gain that stardust back. So when that individual say, you know what, I'm labeled as a has-been, and I've been doing all this time, or I'm doing my best to stress myself out because I'm trying to gain my fans back. You know what? I said I'm going to say this to myself, and this is what the individual as a has-been will say when that individual evolve. That individual will say, you know what? I'm not going to worry about my fans or whoever that don't believe in me or not. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I'm going to still live my life how I want to live my life, and I am doing just fine. And that's it. That individual that's a has-been, or any celebrity that excels past the level of a product, yeah, they're going to say, fuck you, have a nice day. You know, they empower themselves. That's when you see it. That's a shift right there. That's a shift. That's it. That's all it is. If you don't understand who you are, if it's money, that's so much of a concern. If you know who you are, you can manifest, you can align yourself with any money. Your higher self within everybody, your higher self or God or consciousness will align you with money. It's all about attraction. Law of attraction is no bullshit. We attract drama, we don't attract drama. That's just the nature of life. We have power. We have power to attract things. But I just wanted to close out with that when a celebrity go rogue, like, oh my God, you're so rebellion and creating controversy, the individual, and you have to see things further for yourself. And sometimes it's tricky. Sometimes these controversial is part of another strategy ploy from these corporations. But you really know the difference if somebody would literally saying to themselves, I am done, I'm going to the next level. I'm empowering myself, live my life how I want to live, not by some corporate fiction of an image, of an ideal image that so-and-so wants me to be. I'm going to live how I want to live. And that's it. And most celebrities, if they're, let's just say, if they align themselves with this knowledge, okay, that they could reinvest whatever money they have, and that's it. Make the money grow. Pretty much, most likely, most of them do. So you don't have to worry about, oh wow, you know, is somebody going to endorse me? Or I'm sorry, you know, would I be able to work for another corporation, or would I be able to get another role, or whatever, another album, or whatever the case is, or whatever contract? You're just making money work for you, so you could just kick back and relax. You know. Anyway, I think I said enough on this journal. I felt good about it. I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm very confident that a lot of open-minded people really appreciate this topic, and just see past the illusion before you get bent out and feeling like you have to compare yourself to these people and feel yourself lower. Just understand that they're a corporation. You're not going to look at a microwave and look at yourself lower. You're going to look at your microwave that it's a microwave, and that's it. So put that in perspective when you look at a celebrity. All right? Okay, I'll definitely be back for part 60. Take care.